You're back early, Jack.
How is it you can always tell when it's me, Otto?
The way you get off. You always take a second to look around.
Where is everybody?
Saloon. That railway promoter came in with Wendell McWhirter.
Free lunch? I'll bring you something.
Howdy, Marshal.
How you doing, Willie? Oh, hold on there, bud. Not today.
Yes.
A railroad could make Bordertown the halfway stop between Calgary and Spokane. A continuation of a railway could make everyone wealthy.
It means the bank gets richer, that's all, Mr. McWhirter.
There's more to this than money. It's all of our futures. Everybody quiet down. Here's the man that you all came here to hear, Mr. Charles Stewart Ashley.
Gentlemen, ladies, the Railroad Commission has sent me to purchase a right-of-way for your town. And all we ask is that you name it right.
Jack! You're dead, Bradley!
Lock him up, Bennett. He belongs in jail.
You all right, Mr. Ashley?
His name's Harlan Bradley, and he's a murdering coward.
His name is Ashley, Charles Stewart Ashley.
I know the man's face.
Doc!
There'll be no charges, Corporal.
Charles.
I came here to bring a railroad to this town, not to cause trouble.
You can't let him get away with this.
I know what I'm doing, Julie. To prevent this from distressing my wife any further, sir, I suggest the whole matter be forgotten.
I'll guarantee it, Mr. Ashley.
With respect, sir, I have never laid eyes on you before in my life.
A liar!
Let's take it outside.
As I was saying, the railroad is coming this way, and you all can profit from it if you're willing to cooperate with each other and with the railroad.
Have you gone crazy or what? You're just lucky Ashley didn't press charges against you.
I don't forget a face I've lived with for 15 years.
The Civil War?
Look, stay out of this, Bennett. It's got nothing to do with you.
Whatever happened, Jack, it was a long time ago.
We had so many wounded men, they were riding double up on every horse. There was a Yankee patrol closing in on us. We were desperate, so we decided to stand and fight them off. All except our captain, Harlan Bradley. That guy calling himself Ashley killed 4 of his own men. So him and his buddy could steal their horses and escape. Only he didn't count on any of us surviving. Would you forget a face like that? I couldn't. I can't.
All right. You hit him. Made you feel better. Threatening to kill him?
He murdered some of my buddies. Wounded men.
The war's over, Jack.
Oh, so he goes free? He gets away with murdering wounded men? Not a chance.
It's your word against his. You're a witness, not his judge.
I don't understand, Charles. Why don't you have that animal locked up?
Now, there's nothing to worry about, Julia. There's no truth in anything he said. We have nothing to fear.
I'll never understand you. How you can be so forgiving. Promise me one thing.
What's that?
You'll buy a gun.
I saw enough of what guns do to men during the war. I swore I'd never own one.
Now, get ready. Mr. McWhirter is fetching us at any minute. I'll certainly be relieved to return back east. I'm sure they mean well, but the people here are so rough. I don't know how they can survive without entertainment, without clothes. I know I couldn't.
What are you trying to do? Throw your life away? What happened in the civil war is the past. The awful things men did to each other, people have to forget or forgive. People respect you, Jack. They trust you. But you must let this go, or it will destroy you.
Would you be saying all this if your father or your brother was one of those he murdered?
Yes, I hope to God I would. Good night, Jack.
Evening, fellas.
Rancher came in here today and said the Mountie should have locked you up, Marshal.
Not a bad idea.
What, are you against me now, too?
Absolutely. When you act like a wild animal, you belong in a cage.
Even if my cause is just.
It won't do no good, Marshal. What you're thinking...
What am I thinking?
Revenge.
Seems to me you two been doing a lot more than just playing checkers here.
What are you looking for? Why don't you let it rest?
Yeah, sure, I could do that. Just forget it ever happened. But then, I may as well just give up my badge and everything I ever stood for in my life. You killed during war. You can't help that. But what Bradley did...
Don't do something you're gonna regret, Jack.
Certainly a great pleasure to have dinner in our home after all this traveling.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? And they were so right about Mrs. McWhirter's cook. I thought she was just marvelous. That goose was done to perfection, don't you think? Charles!
It's all right, ma'am. I just want to show Captain Bradley here something.
Now, see here, Marshal.
You recognize this, Bradley? The man standing next to you is Sergeant Jackson. He served with us at Antietam.
My husband spent the war on the railroad. He abhors violence.
Yeah, I seen him avoid it. What do you want? What I want is to kill you. What I'll settle for is your confession, signed and witnessed. And if I don't have it by morning, I'll swear out a statement to the governor of the Montana Territory.
Why are you doing this?
Simple, ma'am. I want to see him pay for the murder of 4 men.
You go inside now, darling. I'm going to take care of this once and for all.
But, darling, you can't.
Julia, do as I say.
Hey, Pepper. Come on. Go home and sleep.
What happened?
Corporal, I want that man arrested. Tried to murder me. He jumped out of the alley and bushwhacked me.
He took the first shot. Missed.
He missed with what, Jack? He has no gun.
I wouldn't shoot a man in cold blood.
Isn't that what you said he did to your friends? You pushed him. You set him up.
Yes, I pushed him, but I didn't draw first.
Under the circumstances, I've got to lock you up.
Under the circumstances? Where did you learn to talk like that anyway? Look, his gun is out there somewhere, and I am gonna find it.
You're not going anywhere.
You ain't locking me up.
You wounded an unarmed man. A man you admit you want to kill. I am not letting you go out there to finish the job. Get in!
Hey, Willie. You want to give me a hand?
It's a superficial wound. The scar will be small.
Thank you, Dr. Dumont.
Oh, Charles.
I'm fine, Julia. Please pack our things. We are leaving Bordertown.
Charles, you can't travel.
We are leaving. Darling, this town is not fit for a decent woman.
Charles, please.
I will see about the stagecoach.
Mrs. Ashley, is there any chance he could be hiding something? Some reason that the marshal...
We have no secrets from one another.
I know the marshal. Jack Craddock is impatient and blunt, but he's one of the fairest men I know.
And I know my husband. Good day, Madame Dumont.
Good day, Mrs. Ashley.
I don't care if it upsets you, Bennett. I have no intention of staying around here to lay charges. He's disrupted my schedule enough as it is.
Then I'll have to release him.
Mr. Ashley, you'll have to charge him. I mean, surely you can't trust him after all you've been through.
I don't, but I do trust the corporal to stretch the law enough to keep him locked up until we leave.
The future of our town depends on the railroad, Bennett. Mr. Ashley's been extremely patient. If you know what's good for your career, Corporal Bennett, you'll keep him locked up.
Any luck, Jake?
No. I've known the Marshal a long time. He's got revenge in his heart, but he ain't no killer.
I know that, Jake. But till we find Ashley's gun, I can't do anything. Willie, Marshall's asking after you.
Well, I don't care. He's no better than an outlaw.
That's not true, Willie.
Then why'd you lock him up?
Because the law says I have to. Now, I believe the Marshall story. Problem is, I can't prove it.
A man's innocent till proven guilty, Willie. That idea is older than I am.
What's that? Still doesn't prove he committed murder.
You find the gun yet?
No. We looked everywhere.
Well, you better find it quick before he hightails it out of town. Which is exactly what he's gonna do.
No, that's not where he was when I saw him.
Next time I get to be the Marshal.
Now you're Ashley. Where's the gun?
I don't know.
Try.
I've already looked under everything.
If I was a gun, where would I hide? If I could fly.
You're crazy, Jake.
Let's go climbing, Willie.
Just a few more moments, gentlemen. The second horse needs a new shoe.
Hurry it up, Danziger. Mr. Ashley's wanting to leave town before dark. Too bad about there being no stage till tomorrow. Once we get a railroad here, well...
Yes, well, you will accompany Mrs. Ashley on the stage tomorrow. I'll be leaving today with the hands. Go on, tell them to get down here now.
Guess what?
Fantastic, Willie.
Since he's not going to press charges, I can't keep you locked up.
I'm sorry, Corporal. I did what you said. I took as long as I could. He's got his horse now.
He's leaving town, Jack. Don't go after him.
The Marshal told the truth. Come on. Guess what, Marshal?
You talking to me again, are you?
Just like you said, Marshal. He shot at you first.
Here.
Confederate issue.
Drop your gun!
Get off your horse, Bradley.
Look, I know a lot of important people in the Canadian government, Corporal.
Shut up, Bradley.
You're under arrest, Bradley. Found a gun with your name on it.
You're under arrest for the attempted murder of a U.S. Marshal.
I already arrested him.
Either country. He'll spend 10 years hard labor. Let's go.
Where were you hit? In the leg. Now let's get Captain Bradley to jail.
Marshall's not going to show up.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, he will.
Why should he come here? Everybody was against him.
Yeah, especially that banker with the city hat.
Well, you see, I told you you'd be here.
A lot of folks owe him an apology.
Thank you.